There's a lot of shit on here that just on YouTube wise should not be here. It's false information. I won't believe anyone over anyone. I need to do my own research because I ain't about to play this stupid game with I'm smarter than you, because that's just a no for me. It's a big turnoff. But when it comes to sort of history, etc., I don't know a lot about history. I'm just going to be dead set honest. I really fucking don't know a lot about history. I just don't. But I'm willing to listen. But at the end of the day, you can tell me what you want to tell me, and I'm still going to research it and make sure that the information you give me is actually 100% accurate. It's just otherwise it's a no. Is what it is. So, what's been going on? Bro, no. I can't with that shit, no. I mean, less than what fucking... Bro. I can't with some people. It is what it is. I don't know how to get right. Hey, I'm back. Yay, party time. Sorry. It's a bin day. Bins have to go outside. They just do. Staxy, hello, my love. Red hair, green eyes. You in trouble, boy. Indoctrination's a thing. God damn. That was some heavy shit. Really heavy. Like, yeah, next level heavy. You get what I mean? Bruh. It's a lot sometimes. I raise my kids the same way, right? It's just like they used to get in trouble, like I said last time in school, because they were always just going, okay, where'd you get that information from? We need to research it ourselves. Do you know what I mean? But I'm kind of worried about a couple of people on here, just saying. Just absolutely 100% worried about a couple of people on here. Because it's kind of like, okay. Like, I'm an artist, so personally, I come across a shit ton of fucking bones and skulls and shit. I'm in Happy Town. I am literally going to do some shit with that. I mean, seriously, after a war, they burn the bodies. Well, they do a mass grave like they did with the Jewish people, and I'm so sorry about that. I'm not being disrespectful to Jewish people. But the mass graves, like, dude, that broke me when I heard so much about what actually happened over there. That's just not cool. You don't fucking build a bone when it comes to the Jewish death pits and shit. That's not okay. It's just not. Like, but when it comes to pre-all certain things, like, I don't know, from the 1300s up, if I came across a stash of, like, bodies that were just bones, and I personally am who I am, and I was bored, and I'm an artist, I'm absolutely going to stack those shit up. It's just like I do death masks because people cremate each other. Do you know what I mean? It's just like, wow, that's a lot of information I've got to research. And it's just like, some days I'm just like, do I really want to actually research it? And I'm like, no, I'll be honest. No, I don't. But I don't believe this dude that's being involved, like lunchtime dude, is actually 100% real. I don't know. Have you all seen The Stand by Stephen King? It's a 6-hour movie, but fuck me dead. You can watch it on YouTube, and it's absolutely 100,000% worth watching. Everybody goes, oh, Stephen King scares me, etc. And I'm just like, this dude who's converted to being Jewish, yeah, Stephen King's literally converted to being Jewish, put out The Stand, And it's literally called The THE Stand STAND. And it's a 6-hour effing movie. And you better get up here, boy. I need you. Cyclops, get up here, boy. But yeah, I keep asking people everywhere I go, have you actually watched this? And they're just like, nah, I know it. You really gotta. If you believe in the end of times and shit like that, that is the one movie that will fuck you up. It's awesome. I got my man over, but I'm just bored. It is what it is. I had my way with him, and now I'm okay. No, he's kind of cool. It's awesome. He's literally just started the car. I think he's leaving me. Oh, well. Here's what it is. No, I know that he's got to fix something on the car, so I'm just not worried about it. I'm just being a dick. But yeah. Stacks, get up here. I need someone to talk to, bro. And how dare you cheat on me with your wife, you bastard, you. That's just not okay. You say I ain't right, and I'm just like, I'm not about to disagree with you. I ain't right. It is what it is. I ain't right in the head. I don't care. Bruh. So, what's everyone been up to? Other than me causing problems for everybody, which is just a natural habit. Bro! Dude, I'm going to pause myself for a second. Just, yeah. I'm muting myself for a second. Hang on. It is what it is. So, what's everybody been up to? Because I'm bored as fuck, and I just decided to jump on here for a minute. But yeah, there's some shit on YouTube that I watch, and I'm just like, bruh. Are you being like full on 100% serious right now? Like, but again, this is the kind of thing that I say to people is just to be clear, is just like, okay, history is always written by the victors. You don't see losers writing history, okay? And the other thing that dude, calm down. Sorry, there's a dude across the road that's just like annoying the shit out of me with his reverse signal. But the whole thing I have is like, history is written by the victors. Get that. And anything's only proven. But 10 seconds later, there might be another piece of information that disproves that. So, do you get what I mean? It's just kind of like, okay. Because, yeah, everything's proven. And then literally it could take 10 seconds for somebody to actually dig up something else that makes the difference that then proves the scientific bullshit. And then over again, they're going to have to kind of, readjust their thinking patterns on that. So I'm kind of a chill person till that sort of shit is just like next level. Hello, love.
Hello, darling.
Some fucking reason I can't wear my headphones with you on.
I'm sorry.
Else things, no, but indoctrination is real sometimes. It's kind of terrifying. Do you know what I mean?
Hey, it's a fucked up world we're living in. We just got to deal with it.
Exactly, but like people are always coming at me left, right, and center about shit I've said, and I've gone, okay, it's proven until it's disproven. Like, say aliens hit Earth, there's an entire fucking chapter and shit like that on that, and then 10 seconds later, somebody discovers some new information that they weren't fucking aliens, they were just natives. Do you know what I mean? There's just so many fucking options available. Like, scientifically, it's proven until something else comes along. It's only proven for so far. And then on top of that, I'm the sort of bitch that would absolutely 100,000% be just like, okay, I found all these bones. I'm going to build a fucking wall. Because I'm nuts.
Well, I'm not going to dispute that.
It's proven till it is disproven. Everything is in life.
Well,
So, yeah.
well, a lot of people have a lot of opinions on things, and sometimes when you disagree with somebody, uh, okay, I'll even
I
give
don't
you
like it.
a couple of nights ago when we were on Spuds, he went on this whole thing about uh, the leper king of Jerusalem battling with Saladin during the Crusades, and Spud was calling all of it bullshit, and he did
Yeah.
it with the wrong fucker up there because I've studied the Crusades a lot. I know about the Leper King. I've read about Saladin, and
Yeah.
I started tell him he was wrong. So he played some video, and while he played the video, he stuck me backstage, and he wouldn't fucking let me back up. I'm like, come on, dude.
Oh, shit. I didn't
Nut.
realize it was that bad. Like, I literally said in chat, Stacks is backstage, put him up. Because I
He
enjoy
was
you two having
he.
conversations.
Yeah, I mean, it was. I mean, I even made the point that we can agree to disagree, and then all of a sudden, bam, he throws me in the fucking basement. I'm like, really? Fuck you, fucking pussy. I mean, I didn't hold it against him. He went live 2 or 3 times earlier, and I got in on the last one for a little while, just in the chat, not on the panel. But
Yeah.
I think he was so fucked up he didn't realize what he was
Yeah, no,
doing.
he well and truly had a fair few drinks and a fair few cones by then.
Oh, but yeah, he was going down a road that
Backstage.
with the wrong person. Because yeah,
Yeah.
he
I mean, like, I always say to people, all right, everything's proven, but like when it comes to science, for instance, they've proven stuff thus far. But it could literally take 10 seconds and somebody could disprove it with new information. And it's like history is always written by the people that win. It's never written by the people who've lost. So history is not like 100% 100 proof. Do you get what I mean?
oh hell no, history is always recorded by the victors.
Exactly. Like I worry about certain people on here, if you get my drift, because it's just like wow.
I mean, even today,
I'm
and
always down. Like I've had people up here who absolutely fucking hate me, and I'm down to talk to them. I don't give a shit. It's like absolutely, you disprove what I've said about you and what I think about you, and they've just gone, oh, but, and I'm like, you can go, oh, but, all you like, but it absolutely doesn't change the fact that you're an asshole,
well,
and everybody agrees that you're an asshole.
They can hate on me and talk shit about me, and the way I look at that is,
Exactly.
hey, if they're talking shit about me, they're giving somebody else a break. So
No,
I don't
I'm
care.
totally down for
I
people
truly don't
doing
care.
that sort of shit to me. It's hilarious. It's like, bro, I don't care.
That just lets you know you're living rent free in that head. You know,
Oh, it's fucking awesome, isn't it? Like,
it,
literally
it
so
kind of
fucking
is.
awesome because
It kind of
these
is.
people run their mouths about me and they tried to ban this channel. And I'm sitting back bursting out fucking laughing in tears. And I got all these personal like fucking messages on my phone and they're just like, we got you. We're shutting them down. And I'm like, I fight my own battles. You know me. I'll absolutely stand. And they're like, yeah, but what you don't realize is you shouldn't have to always fight your own battles. You shouldn't always have to stand for yourself. You should let other people occasionally do it. And I'm just like, I've never really had that other than my brothers, so it's kind of nice in a way, but in the same way, it's kind of like I'm not weak, so don't kind of
I get it.
think that
Yeah.
standing for me is making me like is me being weak because it's not. It's just me stepping back and going, yeah, you all want to do that, you go ahead.
But I'm the same way. I can fight my own battles, but it's always nice to know that you got friends that are willing to have you back, even though you don't need them to.
Exactly.
It's cool to have people that care enough about you to have your back.
Exactly. The guys on the other night, they actually shut that dude's channel down.
Oh, the one that was being a prick.
Yeah,
Well,
they were just like 133 people through on my chat, and I'm sitting there going, "If you're bored while you're here," and then all of a sudden I get this DM the next morning going, "We kind of shut them the fuck down," and I'm like, "What?" And I tried to look up the channel, no longer exists
well,
because
what they
I
fuck
got
around
so
find
many.
out.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck around, and find out. I got so many fucking people that are just like computer geniuses. And they're just like, I'm going to destroy them, and I'm like, don't destroy them. It's okay. I can deal with it. It's not a big problem. But next
Yeah,
minute they go, here's a link to their channel, and it just doesn't come up anymore.
yeah. I've
Like
got a
I
few
don't
friends
have to. They're
here.
just like, nah, she's cool, man. She absolutely will listen to everybody anytime. She doesn't block people as well. She's really chill. Like she's happy to let certain people in a chat run their mouths. And I don't block people or like tone them out. I let my mods do their thing because they really enjoy fighting with certain people. And I'm just sitting back laughing because it's their choice to be that way. So I'm just like, bro, you go ahead. You do you.
Yeah, I've got friends on here that are like computer IT geniuses. I am not
Yeah,
one. When it
me
comes to
neither.
technology, I'm like standing in the mouth of the cave with my knuckles still dragging the ground.
Me
You know,
too.
I, and that's and I will die that way. I'm not a tech guy. I'm just not that guy.
Exactly. And I'm the same way, and they all understand that. They're just like, no, you're our rogue. Fuck them. Because
I mean,
like I
my
like
kid.
I've known these dudes for like what 5 years now, okay? And I always call them out in their bullshit, and they always call me out if they think I've done something that's bullshit.
Yeah,
It's just how we are with each other. But at the end of the day, if I'm in a chat, for instance, and just say X has got like you met him the other night, Exiled, somebody's run their mouth about Exiled, I'm absolutely down to fight them because me and him may not always agree, but he respects that fact. And he's always like, oh no, you don't want to fuck with Rogue because she'll exactly tell you who she thinks you are in seconds. She does give zero fucks when it comes to people.
well,
And I'm
no,
just sitting back going, because I've been sent all these messages and clippings and shit of all the boys just turning around and going, you wouldn't be so fucking confident if Rogue was actually in the chat. So fuck you. And I'm like,
well,
okay.
no two people are ever gonna agree on everything. It's just sometimes you just have to agree to disagree and move on.
Yeah. That's the whole thing. Like sometimes you butt heads. Like I grew up with eight older brothers, and of course we absolutely 100%. Like I'm crazy. Like seriously, I've arrow shot my brother with compound arrows and shit like that because he's pulled my hair, and my dad's gonna shoot the pig. So I've literally just pulled a bow, like a crossbow that his hand made for me, and just shot my brother in the ass. And my dad's like looked at me and gone, "I should have been clearer. Shoot the four-legged pig." Cause like I'm just
That's
bitch is just like
hilarious.
okay, you want me to shoot a pig? He's a pig. I'm absolutely 100% down to shoot him.
That
So
is hilarious.
everybody's just like, she ain't right in the head, you know. And I'm just like, bro, no, you just never grew up the way I did. That's the difference. Like I'm like I may be arguing and hating on my oldest brother, which happened once. We got into it full on, and then I'm like walking down the street and I'm like, oh, I saw him. And this woman walked up to him and she looked like she was having an intense conversation, which is fine. You have that conversation with him. But then she raised her hand and slapped him in the fucking face. I
Mm,
ran across that road and speared that bitch down and I beat her like there was no tomorrow because guess what? That's my brother. You don't do that shit. She counted on the fact that all of my brothers were like most females did in town. All my brothers were like brought up. You do not put your hands on a female.
yep.
So me, on the other hand, being female, I'm just like I'm gonna fuck your world up. I'm gonna rock you like you've never been rocked before. You put your hands on my brother, that is a problem for me.
It will. I
Like
had
I wasn't being, how do you put it? I wasn't being unreasonable. But these bitches thought they could put hands on my brothers and get away with it. Like, because they knew the way they were raised was never put your hands on a female. And these females ran with that till the second that I realized that they were running with it. And then I was just like, okay, I got you. I'm about to fuck your world up. Nah, you don't put hands on a male.
I had a
And
couple
like,
of brothers, and we had our moments. Yeah, I was the oldest, and I'm the only one left. They're all dead now, but
me too. I'm the only
it,
one left out of eight older brothers and a dad, you know?
it
My
it
dad
was
literally
fine.
said on my 12th birthday, I'll be surprised if she makes it past 18.
I heard that my whole life. I think I started hearing that when I was like 7.
Yes, exactly.
I was
It's
always
just like you,
breaking shit, tearing up shit, getting stitches, broken
yeah,
bones. Like,
exactly. I mean, like, I was just raised rough as fucking guts. It is what it is. But don't get it twisted. Like, I'm a female, but at the end of the day, still, if I see you put hands on a female in front of me, and that's the thing that kind of like made my name amongst country bar was just like she will literally climb over the bar and just fucking neck you one. She doesn't play. It's just like no. You grab a chick's ass and she says no thank you and you continue to harass her, Rogue's going over the bar and she's about to end you. See, I didn't really need bouncers. It was kind of like the bouncers were there to protect the customers from me sometimes.
I mean, I had, me and my brothers, we grew up, rough, wild. All our neighbors did,
Hey, Ozzy.
and I, you know, me and my brothers would have disagreements, and I'd beat their
Oh, of
ass.
course.
But if
Oh, we used
anybody
to
else
fight like there's
touched,
no tomorrow, man.
but if anybody else laid a finger on one of my brothers, I was going to clean their fucking clock. Period.
Exactly. See, that's the thing. And it's just like my two daughters, like I said multiple times already, but I'm going to repeat it. My two girls were like, there was a guy that I absolutely fucking did not trust. There was just something off about him, and I knew there was something off about him. So, but he kind of hadn't exposed his nature to them. But you know, when you're older, you kind of just know the vibe. So I'm sitting there, and this kid's sitting next to me. Now, my two daughters were at the front, and they were arguing, like they were calling each other all sorts. This kid looked at me and just going, I'm just going to tell Rogue, like, you know, not tell me, sorry, tell Maddie that, you know, I agree with her. And I've gone, yeah, that's totally a good idea. You go ahead and do that. So he stood beside me and just goes, I totally agree. She's a bitch. My eldest just turned around, grabbed him by the throat, and walked him to the fence and just knocked the fuck out of him. Stood on his chest, looked at him, and goes, "I can talk to my sister however the fuck I want, but you ain't about to do that."
Yes, I've
It's
got
why I
four.
encouraged him to do it because I could see she was wired to wanting to fight somebody physically, and I'm just like, yeah, totally, dude. That's a good idea. You go ahead and do that shit.
Yeah, I've got four daughters. The two youngest ones are like pretty chill. They will take too much abuse. But my older two, well, you cross them, well, they're gonna knock your teeth out.
Oh
They
yeah.
don't play.
I think that's kind of like why I get along with so many people on here is because they're all from that sort of an environment. Like we ain't a safe space for people. It's just like it's just not who we are. We just ain't the ones for the safe space bullshit.
Hey, B
Because
three
it's
Oz.
kind of like, go ahead.
Sorry.
Sorry, B3 Aussie's awesome so far. Yeah, you do you, B3. It's all good. But yeah, like to me, it's kind of like I outlived my entire family pretty much, except for obviously my niece and nephews and my two kids. But I've always been maternal, and I don't know where that came from because, like I said, I only had a dad, and I think that's probably put me forward as being a little bit more forgiving towards certain females, etc. But there was this one female that she's like, my dad taught me, he's just like, nah, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, because then you're going to get in trouble. Because she was the principal's daughter. I'd go to the toilet and shit, I'd come out the toilet, and that chick was just standing there and she was just trying to antagonize me. So it kind of got to a point where I just went to my dad, just going, I'm sorry, but tomorrow you're going to get called to the principal's office because I'm going to drag that cunt and put her head in the dunny and flush it repeatedly. And he just looked at me and he's gone, that's fine, you do what you need to do. He never, like, he knows when I got to that level, it was because I've literally tried every other avenue and it wasn't working. This bitch was not getting the message to leave me the fuck alone. And then the principal tried to expel me. It's funny when a shit ton of bike enthusiasts turn up on your front fucking doorstep and just go, pardon me? You need to pull your daughter's head in because she thinks she's king shit. Because there was apparently so many underlings that were just kind of like reporting this kid repeatedly. I just had enough and I beat the living fuck out of her. I was done. And so dad was just like, oh, okay, so we've got two primary schools. We're all good. This is in like primary school. And he's just like, yeah, sure, I'll move you to the other school. So I went to the other school. And then one of the teacher's sons took a fascination with me. And it was not a welcomed fascination.
Oh, okay.
I'd go to the toilet and come out the toilet, and there were three guys in the fucking toilet, and he'd try to touch me up and shit like that, thinking
Uh,
that he was just gonna skis by because he was teacher's pet, most of the teacher's pets. And I turned around to my dad and I said, look, I've had enough of this shit. I said, you need to pull him up and bring him and his dad to the farm because, like, we've got cages. Like, cage fighting is, like, a thing. All of my older brothers are either bare knuckle fighters or fucking MMA fighters. And I just had a shit ton of a lot with this cunt. And dad just threw baseball bats in, fucking pieces of razor wire, all sorts of shit in there. And he pulled up both dad and son because the dad said, oh, boys will be boys, which is a very bad statement. Because going into a female toilet and trying to feel someone up with three of your mates is not a good idea, and boys will
no,
be boy does not excuse
that's
that.
total perv shit right there.
And that's just like and like where do you think that kid learned that behavior? That's why my dad ended up beating the shit out of the father after I'd beat the shit out of the son. because the son was standing there and he's mouthing off and shit like that and being all cocky, and he was he was to the point where he just thought he was untouchable. It's amazing when a group of bikers turn up and just go follow us, because if you don't, it's going to be worse than you could possibly fucking think. We're letting her do this her way, because they were fully willing, like absolutely 100% down to get baseball bats and just fuck these people up. And I was like, no, this cunt needs to learn that females ain't always going to agree with him, and he needs to know I'm off limits. Because you don't come in like that. That's just like deviant sexual behavior gone next level. And for the father to say boys will be boys, that just fucked me right up. I was like, nope.
That's bullshit.
I was like, nope. So I went home, told Dad what I wanted. The very next day, obviously, everybody sort of turned up and escorted them to, hey, news now, escorted them home to my place. And I'm standing in the like cage bouncing up and down. I'm furious. And this young guy is just going, no, I can take her. And my brothers are just sitting back going, oh, he's about to get fucked up. He's about to get next level fucked up. She gonna educate that boy like he's never been educated before.
Sweet.
So after I'd fucked him up and he was bleeding from leg to head, I'm standing in the cage just bouncing up and down, just going, Dad, give me the dad, give me the dad, give me the dad. My dad's like, hold up, girl. He's like 6 foot. Let me deal with it. So,
yeah. Eddie's girl's my turn.
just like my dad was just like, I could unleash her on you because she's totally always got knives on her. She will jump you on the back and slice your throat. She hates you that much. But that's the thing I hate about that saying is boys will be boys, because it's supposed to excuse their behavior. Oh, it's just boys being no, it's like no. Absolutely not. There is no boys being boys. No, that's not going to happen, because they're basically deviant sexual behaviors before they're actually culpable by law. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I mean, like, I'm just like, nah. Like, both my kids were brought up with mixed martial arts, fucking everything. Sorry, darling, go ahead.
I said, no, that still doesn't mean they can't get their ass whipped.
Oh, exactly. My dad was so proud of me that day. He was just like, he goes, I really wasn't quite sure you had it in you until you came to me, looked me dead in the eye and said, I want this cunt. He said, that's when I knew you were ready. Because I could have told my older brothers, absolutely 100%, just could have told my older brothers, they would have gotten them down, absolutely tore all of them apart. But that's the thing, like, my dad and my brothers always knew, oh, hell no, if she's in a fight, leave her the fuck alone, she's going to fight. As long as it's an even fight, there's not, like, 3-on-1, she's got this shit. She's not about to deal with it. She ain't about to play nice with nobody when it comes to that sort of shit. And that's why I raised my 2 girls. I always said, your whole entire fucking defense mechanism starts with your feet. If you're in a situation you've just got a hinky feeling about, trust that feeling, use your feet and get the fuck out of there. But on top of that, they've all been brought up with mixed martial arts. So, yeah. Oh, I had the shits with my youngest boyfriend one day. He was just annoying the fuck out of me. And he's going, oh, she's like mad at me and shit like that. And I'm going, yeah. I said, what you got to do is you've got to jump out and go boo at her. She absolutely fucking loves that. He jumped out, she throat punched him and kicked him in the nuts.
All right. Good advice.
I did it because he was annoying me, okay? And I was on it. She walked up to me and she's just gone, Mum. And I've gone, yeah, I know.
Shame on you.
Dude was a little cunt. I didn't like him, okay? It is what it is. But like, they're more reasonable with people than I am. That's the thing. Absolutely more reasonable with people than I am. I'm just like, nah, you can get fucked. Fuck off. I don't want to talk to you, cunt.
Bookstagram,
And they're
what
just like,
is up?
Mom. It was like when they hit, I think it was what, grade 10 and 11, they'd always say this one word in a certain way. It was like, Mom. And I was like, oh no, let me play. And they were like, no, she ain't the one for you bullshit. She'll kill you. And it was like, like my eldest, for instance, she really wanted to go to a nearby community college during the holidays and learn like photography and all that sort of shit. I was totally down for her. I was like, yeah, I'll pay for it, no problem. I got it all sorted for her. And then one of her friends rang me one day and just gone, she's in the shit. There's like 3 females here that have a problem with her for no reason. She's done nothing to interact with these kids. And I'm like, oh, okay, no problems. I'm on my way. These kids weren't kids. They were like 20 and 21-year-olds. She was 16, man, you know? And I
Mm.
was just like, oh, God, no. I jumped that fucking fence with a baseball bat so fucking quick. And those cunts learned that there were consequences to their actions. And I mean serious consequences. And I put my foot on the one that was the loudest throat, and I looked her dead in the eye, and I just went, if you ever even think for 2 seconds to look sideways at one of my kids and I find out about it, I'll make you dig your own grave and then put you in it. My kids were absolutely 100% always protected, but they never ran to me for protection. That's the thing. They always could handle their own, but 3-on-1 was, adult-wise, was a little much for me to cope with. My brain didn't cope with that at all well. My entire instinct as a mother was just like if I wasn't told that there were 3 adults trying to attack a 16-year-old kid, I don't care if that kid was mine or not. I was over that fence with a baseball bat. I don't care whether it's my kid or anybody else's at that age, because they're adults and they should know fucking better. I wasn't aware that the college was just like accessible to adults as well. Because my eldest is just like, I want to do photography. Like, it's a thing that I'm into as well. Being like, I paint and do photography when they were growing up. And photography was a thing that she was totally down for and she totally wanted to get involved in. And I encouraged that. What I didn't incur in my mind was the fact that community college meant there was 20 and 21-year-olds, etc. there as well.
Oh yeah.
And do you know what the problem was with her? Was the fact that the teacher was impressed with her work over the others that had done it all year long. She just decided to do this photo session. She went like next level. She had like photos of a biker with a fucking millionaire on the back of the bike, sort of thing, you know? She was just, because I had a lot of mixed friends from fucking Money and Not, and they were always trying to help me out. And I was like, no, I'm good. I'm good. I got this. But that was their problem, was the simple fact that she passed with flying colors and their shit was just like literally ignored. And that's why they had a problem with a kid of 16 years old that just had her own gift to do her own thing.
Just jealous.
Exactly. And I
Hey,
don't care if I'm sitting outside the school trying to pick up my kid and I see somebody else's kid. It could have been anybody's kid at 16 or under. 3 people on top of them? Oh, fuck no. I'm going to jump that fence and I'm going to take care of it. Because it's just, I hate how the world has turned like that. There's no longer a one-on-one. They'll go home and pick like 6 other fucking people to come fight their battles with them. And then they videotape it. I'm just like, bruh. Videotape me kicking your ass, because that's what's going to happen. If I see a group of people jumping on one person, I'm in there. I've been stabbed for it, you know. I've had all sorts of shit happen to me, but I've always made sure that other person was all good, because I don't, unless it's obviously a pedophile and like those sorts of situations, I absolutely stay out of. But if there's like a young'un that's getting a little bit lippy and a little bit cocky for their own age and shit like that, I'm okay with one person turning around and giving them a slap upside the head. But if you're an adult and do that, we're gonna have a problem. They're kids. They've got to learn, yes, but jumping on them with like three other people, that's some bullshit. That's just not okay
Yep.
in my world, anyway. Like, I'm okay with people fighting one on one. I don't give a shit. But like I said, didn't matter if it was my kid or anybody else's. If that shit went down and I saw that shit, I'm over that fence and I'm protecting the one that's getting a beaten 3-on-1 plus. I just don't play like that. It's just not okay.
No,
I know, maybe I'm weird.
no, you're right. Hey, you got Hookstagram in the chat and News
Hey,
Now
dude.
Nashville. Yeah, man, I think I've talked to him before in Nashville.
Yeah, he's cool as fuck. He's gay as fuck, but he's cool as fuck.
I think we're
Just
sort of
don't
kind of
open your
headed.
butthole to him. You'll be fine.
Well, I have no interest in that. But isn't he? Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't he like a First Amendment auditor in
Yeah,
that?
he is.
So yeah, he's just west of where I live. So we're
But
basically
he's also a
neighbors.
sweetheart. That's the thing. He's also a sweetheart. Him and
Uh,
I have gone at it head to
that's
head
that's all right,
repeatedly.
Preston. Hey, you want to suck a dick? That's your business. Just don't do it in front of me.
And it's like people are mortified when I say shit like that, and I'm just like, he's gay, deal with it.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. As long as I don't have to see it, Preston, you do you, bro.
I'm probably gonna get cancelled now. No, I love him because him and I have gone at it backwards, forwards, head butted, and shit like that. And somebody decided to get a channel and just speak some shit on me. Apparently, he sold it to them. And I'm like, I don't really care, man, because that's some low level bullshit. And we've gone at it. We've gone like through it, and I mean really, really through it. But I'm just like, yeah, no. He apologized, and I'm all good about it. It's like whatever.
Yeah.
As long as you don't do it fucking more than once, I'm good. If I won you once, that's it. You can say sorry, and I'm your friend, not a problem. But if you do it more than once, that's a problem.
Yeah. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've been to his channel a couple of times.
Yeah.
I
No,
think he
he's a
was.
sweetheart.
I think he was. Yeah, like I said, I think he was doing like First Amendment audit things. Like
Yeah.
with police. Just filming the cops.
Yeah.
Exercising our First Amendment right, which he has every right to do.
Yeah. But he's never gone like crazy on it. That's the thing that I respect. Because you see all these ones. I'm sorry, but I found a video I absolutely fell in love with because there were just like 3 First Amendment baiters, I call them BAITERSs, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's a concrete plant, and these dudes are just trying to do their job. And it just happened to be the fact they were laying concrete for a fucking council, right?
Yep.
These 3 bitches kept going, and I warned them in chat. I went, "You've got the wrong people to be fucking poking there. You poke the bear, it will come back at you." So they're all standing there, and they're trying so hard to get attention. I'll put it like that. From the guys that are sitting outside trying to have their lunch break and being left the fuck alone. Like they were literally just had their helmets on. It was like midday. They're all sitting around in a circle outside the gates, just having fucking lunch and just wanted to be left alone. Right?
Mm-hmm.
These three then took it upon themselves to go up and literally get like 6 inches in these dudes' faces and going, oh, it's public information. It's fine. It's whatever. And we've got a right to be here. We've got a right to, film you. Then all of a sudden, like 20 plus dudes all came out from the car park that were all concreters. And these dudes got their asses kicked.
Yeah,
And I'm
anybody.
just sitting back going, I fucking warned you. These boys turn up, do the fucking work for the council. They're employed by the government. Who cares? It's just like if they were personally on somebody's yard, they'd be doing their driveway. Do you really think you've got a right to harass these poor guys? It's during COVID, and these cunts are just trying to make their fucking life so that they can pay their house bill, etc. And you decided to go out of your way to get less than 6 inches away from their face, like that was a good fucking idea.
COVID or no COVID, somebody starts running their cake hole within 6 inches of my face. One of us is fixing to get an ass whooping.
Thank you. Because they're sitting there going, oh, First Amendment, right? And you know the cops turned up and they just shook hands with the concrete workers. And they're like, we're going to report you, blah, 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 blah. Do you know what the cops did? The cops were just like, you can stand on the opposite side of the road, but if you run your mouth and get within physical space of these guys, you're done.
Yeah,
like,
you
they've
could
got
you
every
could
right to
report them,
protect them.
but I would suggest you go to the hospital and get your wounds treated first.
Exactly. Like 2 of them actually ended up in the hospital and they tried to sue the company. But the thing was, the videos they were using was actually proving the point that they were not, like, they were antagonizing people. They invited that harmful behavior on themselves.
Yeah. Fuck around and find out.
Mm-hmm. I'm 100% down for, like, yeah, you can do whatever, I don't give a shit. But unless it directly affects my life every day, I really don't give a fuck. I just don't. I'm sorry. You can get in your feelings, etc. But unless it's an everyday interference with how I live my life, I don't give a fuck. I just don't. It's like, and don't get it twisted either, because if I've got a neighbor that I love and some person's come up and run their mouth about it, I'll come out and fucking fight them. I'm good. Because my neighbors are awesome, man. They mind their own fucking business and do their own fucking thing. And they're not the sort of neighbors that are assholes. They're very, very nice neighbors, which is kind of different.
But I live in the country and I get along great with all my neighbors except one. And the only reason
There's
why he
always that
doesn't
one.
like me is because I shot him.
Yeah, there's always that one.
Yeah, but he jumped
People
my
sometimes when
old
they say shit
lady,
like that, like
my elderly
the shit
neighbor.
you just said was,
that
I
lives
shot
on
him,
the other-
and
yeah, he fucking jumped her, and
oh
she fell
no,
back against the fence and went to fall down, and so my instinct was to grab her before she went face first on the ground. And then when I went to grab her, he sucker punched me from and this dude's like 3 times my size.
oh
And
yeah, no,
him
that's not.
buddies start wailing on me, get me on the ground, and I get my, I live in a constitutional carry state. We can carry open or we can carry concealed, and
Yeah.
they was wailing on me, and so I put a hole in his belly. So all of a sudden, we're not good friends now.
What a fucking surprise. Me, it's knives, okay? We don't have this whole gun shit over
Yeah, what was it? Was it 84? Y'all give up all your guns?
Yeah, but like my whole thing is like, you want to act like a fucking animal, I'll treat you like a fucking animal. You know what I mean? It's just it is what it is at the end of the day. And like living in Australia, people are just like they're mortified when I'm sitting around. For instance, I was in the bar the other day talking to a girlfriend of mine, and we were talking about like how my uncle used to just like shoot people in the like leg when they'd stolen shit off him and tried to run away. Do you know what I mean? There was just like, yeah, my uncle was pretty rich, and he was a cop. He couldn't be fucked chasing him. He'd just line it up and shoot him in the fucking leg. Like, and this bartender was looking at me absolutely fucking mortified. She goes, "You do know that behaviour's not normal." And I went, "Maybe in your world." The way I grew up, this was absolutely normal.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? I don't know. Like, it's weird to a lot of people that I grew up where I had to actually fight to survive, literally fight. And people are just like, she's rough, this, that, the other. And my girlfriends on here, for instance, will turn around and just go, "Nah, once you get to know her, man, she's got you 100. She's the biggest sweetheart in the world." It's just when you cross her that is a fucking problem. She'll happily tell you to raise money, turn up at the airport, she'll pick you up, go pick a fucking cage with a referee that fucking hates her. You in a cage, absolutely 100%. And they're just like, this is not normal behavior. And I've looked at them and gone, maybe in your world, but it is for me. You know, there's a lot of bitches on here that want to run their mouth at me, and I'm like, don't talk at me, talk to me for one. For two, absolutely pick you up from the airport. Absolutely video the whole entire thing. I will fucking end you. If you beat me fair and square. But the amount of people that run their mouths and like, I've just gone, you raised the money to get to the airport and I've absolutely got you down for a cage in a gym. Let's do this. The amount of people that back the fuck up on that is just like next level. And just, oh, so you're not so big and tough. All I've asked from you is to treat me respectfully. You decided to then take me asking you to be respectful towards me. We can argue and have a disagreement. You know my rules. Absolutely, whatever. If we don't agree, we don't agree. Agree to disagree, not a problem. But what you're not going to do is hop on other people's fucking shows and run your mouth thinking you're king shit over the top of me. Literally had so many people offer money to pay for the tickets for these cunts to come over to Australia and me to pick them up from the airport and then put them in a gym with a cage with me with a referee that absolutely fucking hates me. You know?
Well,
It's like,
it's so easy these days to be a keyboard warrior, but when somebody calls you out,
oh,
it's a whole different story.
exactly. And it's funny how all of a sudden these cunts are like cowards. They just disappear. Like, they just disappear into thin air. Do you know what I mean? And I'm just like, that speaks volumes about you as a person. And if you go out, like, say News Now, like him and me, we've gone at it. Absolutely 100%. You'd have been so fucking mad at the guy. Like, there's no lie there. You would be so mad at him because of the things that were said and
I
done.
missed all of that.
Yeah, but me and him have reached an agreement. Like, it is what it is, you know? And he knows that. He knows that I'm not a fake fucking person. He's just so used to so many people fucking disagreeing with him and just going after him, trying to gut him without actual sort of fucking respect behind that. And just going,
Yeah.
I don't agree with you.
Yeah,
Full of
where
respect.
did he
I don't
go?
agree with you and I hate what you're doing.
He was in the
Oh,
temper.
no. He's got a shit ton of. I know, but he's got a shit ton of shit that he's got to do. Like, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I've been given his personal information, all of his family's information. Do you know what I mean? There's so many people on here, and I kind of in a way, I kind of like get why they are doing it, because they're just kind of like trying to go, hey, I got you. But it kind of makes me do a double take because they've gone out of the way to give me all of this personal information on someone and their family.
Yep.
I kind of like, I'm like, I'm sorry, I grew up in a world where you guys call it snitching. We call it being a dog. Like you dog somebody out.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And so kind of like I write to these people and just go, please don't ever fucking do that again. Just don't. I appreciate the intent behind it, but I will never, ever use any information like that against someone. I won't go there because I'm a grown ass person. I'm an adult. Do you know what I mean? It's just like there's this whole, I don't need to know about his entire family and all the shit that's going on between them and stuff like that. I've got a problem with the person in front of me. I don't want to know about anything else. And I get that they're trying to do like in their mind. It's kind of, I suppose, I don't know how to explain it, but I kind of see the intent behind it. But at the same time, it kind of like makes me do a double take, just going, hang on. Unless you're like either stacks or sparred, do you know what I mean? I've got a group and you're telling me this stuff. I'm not going to trust you because you've just done what I think is wrong with this entire YouTube bullshit. Do you know what I mean? It's just like, I don't need to know where somebody lives. I don't need to know that he's
Well, that
you know what I
nobody
mean?
needs to
It's
cross
like,
that line. Yep. Even if you ask them, they still should. That's a line you shouldn't cross. Monkey King, what's up there, brother?
I know I haven't seen him in ages. Hello. But that's the thing, like I've had people that have like gone out of their way and they're trying to find me, which is hilarious because I never stay in one place too long. And they're just going, we've got a criminal record. And I'm like, good luck with that, because every single fucking copper has walked away from the situation and never charged me. The only one time I nearly got charged was, I think I told you, it was my youngest of the eldest brothers was dying of bowel cancer. And he sent me on an errand for 2 hours. He knew it was going to take 2 hours for them to find the fucking, you know, basically they'd said, oh yeah, it's on its way for the thing that I was looking for. I'm not going to go into it. And I'm sitting there and it was like 2 hours, and then the truck turned up and I got what I needed for him, and I came home and he'd passed. He'd saved up his morphine and killed himself with it. And the youngest cop that was in where I grew up was just, oh, we grew up in that environment, like big country and shit like that. I came home, so obviously I was absolutely fucking just shocked. There was so many things going on in my head at the same time. I was angry with him because he just, didn't give me a chance to say goodbye. And, and he hated the fact that I had to help him go to the toilet and, make sure he was clean and things like that. The tables were reversed, he would have done the same to me. So that's with certain people. But I adored him. Like, he was, yeah. So this young copper turned up, and the doctor was there and going, yeah, he died of an OD of morphine. This young cop thought it was a smart idea then to, I'm sitting there holding my brother's hand, and just like the doctor had walked away because he knew that I was just about to snap. He was the one sort of that had to care for him for quite a few years, so I was used to him being around. But he could see in my eyes that I was about to snap. And then this young copper that had just turned up out in the middle of fucking nowhere, the doctor got as far as saying he OD'd on morphine, and this young cop, I thought it was a good idea to grab my fucking arm, pull me up, and try and put me in cuffs. as an assisted suicide.
What the fuck was he thinking?
That bitch, like, it was like I was so unwell, dude just grabbed my hand and ripped it away from Turbo's and sort of like tried to put it up behind my back. When I just turned around fully undressed, grabbed the nearest thing, hit him in the head with it, and just fucking started beating the shit out of him. Like literally, the doctor was there, and he's a big dude. He's 6'4", huge guy, and he was like, "I'm not getting in the middle of that because someone's seriously gonna get hurt." So the guy, like, I've turned around and looked at him, and I've gone, "What do you do?" And before I could say it, he was just like, "I'm charging you with assisted suicide," and I lost my fucking mind. Like, next level, lost my fucking mind. I twisted my arm around like there was no tomorrow towards him, and then I yanked it out of his hand because he wasn't expecting a female to fight back, obviously. And him and I got into it. He was bleeding from, his face was all sorts of fucked up. And I jumped on his chest when he was down, and I just like put my foot on his throat and knee on his throat, and I just lost it. Like, I literally just fucking lost my fucking mind. I really did. It was not a moment I'm proud of, but it happened. Like, when I was so close to this one brother, like, me and him were just always had each other's back no matter what shit. I lost it.
Mm.
And then, like, Paddy's turned up as I've got my knee on the young copper's throat and trying to kill him. Old Paddy, who was, one of the cops that had been there for years and years and years and knew my family and shit. He was always really cool about shit. He kind of, like, walked up behind me and he just put his arms around me and sort of from behind and just sort of, like, just above my elbows, and he pulled me off. And he's gone, "It's Paddy. It's Paddy, babe. It's Paddy." And I just broke down in tears. He just told me, he goes, "I have to put you in cuffs. You've pretty much fucked this kid up like there's no tomorrow." And all the, like, everybody, like, law enforcement wise and shit, where I was just like, she's always straight. She doesn't do nothing like her brothers. She's not the one, you know what I mean? They knew my brothers, they knew my dad, and knew what they were into, and just kind of like just went, "No, she's actually grown up pretty normal compared to the rest of them." And so I've turned up in front of this fucking judge, and this judge just looked at me and he goes, "I am so fucking sorry for you right now. It's the last of your family." Do you know what I mean? He understood.
Yeah.
And he was like, "You've never ever been a problem for any of us. You've always been like just totally, oblivious to the things that were going on at the time, like next level sort of shit. I knew about it, but I didn't experience it. And the shit that when I did experience it, I'd looked at my dad and I just couldn't. I didn't talk to him for like 2 months. I just couldn't. I was disgusted with what he'd done to somebody. But like that day in court, the judge turned around and looked at the police officer and questioned him like he was the criminal. And that kind of blew my mind. He said, "What proof did you have for number one? For number two, you put your hands on her and you dragged her away from her loved one that she was bawling her eyes out about." She was out of her mind in grief. So I got off on all charges. And it taught that young copper, because like you said, the judge turned around and goes, "This will be a good lesson for you to learn." When they grieve, they're they're not predictable at all, and you need to take a step back and just let them grieve. So I kind of got off on all charges, which was like, yeah, I have no criminal history because nobody's ever been able to fucking prove a thing that I do. Because I'm smarter than my brothers.
I can
I'm
relate.
smarter than my brothers, okay? But that day, I really thought I was going to jail. I really, really thought I was going to jail for a long time. But when that cop's just turned around and gone, I mean, sorry, when the judge turned around and the cop, I'm just like, thank you.
Hey,
It's the only time
your audio is really pixelating out.
I have to go anyway because it's playing up. But yeah, I just wanted to hop on. So I love you all, and I will see you soon again, okay?
Well, I'm glad you jumped up. Enjoyed the
And
bullshit
stop cheating on me with your wife.
session.
Stop cheating on me with your wife.
I'll tell her that. Wait a minute.
That
Can I wait
fuck
till
spot up so badly he did not know how to respond.
Hey, we've got Thanksgiving coming up soon. Can I wait till after Thanksgiving dinner to tell her? Because
Yeah,
I want
right.
turkey and ham and all that gravy and shit.
Yeah, absolutely. You do all that, and then you can tell her, okay?
All right, baby. You got it.
All right. I love you all, and please stay safe. Bye-bye.
Take care of it. Everybody in the chat, have a good one.
Always.